Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to my Pro Charts video. My name is Jake Sweeney, Pro Trader here at Verified Investing, and today I'm going to be covering some currencies, going to deep dive into the dollar and a few other currencies and see some recent action. Biggest thing and biggest catalyst right now are the PPI and CPI data that are going to be released later this week. That are going to be some big catalysts on whether and kind of support whether the Fed is going to hike, cut, or keep the rate the same. Especially the sentiment of the markets today, very quiet, a lot of chop. Seems institutional and retail audiences are waiting for these decisions to get some more action. But no further less, hope you're having a good one. Let's dive into it. So far, we're going to be looking at the DXY. The dollar had a great run in July, late July, as it moved up all the way, getting above 101.61, past this resistance here, but overall got stopped by this downsloping trend line from this high pivot from May 13th. Also with that, the intervention in Japan saw the dollar weaken as they continue to do what they can to make the yen stronger and all that jazz. Saw a sharp decline and went right past this 164.3 handle. If we go to it on let's go to the hour, we could see that that level was challenged just for a couple times there, and it finally broke right at that open on last Thursday. For the dollar then, I have this upsloping trend line from this low pivot from January 27th with a second hit third, and with recent price action on Friday on this candle, price broke below it but did not confirm and reclaimed it today, Monday, or yesterday, and is since trying to stay above this trend line. So near term, look for this upsloping trend line as support for the dollar to continue going back up and challenging the $100 handle. So near-term resistance is going to be this resistance shelf right here, about $100. But let's see, I'm testing as it consolidates, waiting for some more data to be released tomorrow. This should break to either side, support or resistance should break soon. If we were to break support, I could see the dollar coming back to this consolidation shelf here at 99.179. From earlier June, price bounced off this level as support, and is still since proven otherwise. So look for this level, and then to the upside, should this resistance level break and we continue pushing up, there's going to be resistance 100% here at 103.14, right below this low pivot as well. And then that will give the dollar a chance to move up to this pivot here at 164.3. So there's some few levels for DXY for the dollar. Let's get right into the currencies. And matching that, look at that fall. This is when the Japanese government did their intervention and price fell substantially, about 3-4% with that, and getting further headwinds in Japan when it comes to their economy. And hearing some locals speak about it, it's truly rough to hear about. For resistance, I'm watching this trend line here from this low pivot from July 21st, getting this price action. So this was support, but as the sharp fall happened, price kind of, you see, and even if we close in, price bounced all the way above this support level here just to close above this trend line. And then the next day, price broke well below it, and then it is now resistance. So to the upside, you got two resistance levels for the yen. Immediately near term, That is this higher range of 159, about 159,825. And then near term is that 160 handle. And then if those two resistance levels can get taken out, there's this pivot here at 160,464, the next pivot top here for resistance for the yen. To the downside, there's this pivot top here from November 20th and has flipped a ton. For now, this will be support for the near term. Looking at the Australian dollar next, it's actually had a pretty good run. And this is since late June. Price is continuously trying to make some higher highs, although gradual. But I have price kind of in this parallel channel as price is kind of consolidating with this range. And for a parallel channel, I like to have 3 or 4 hits on each trend line to the downside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and plenty more, about 5 or 6 on the upside. So continue to watch this if price kind of continues to float up inside this parallel channel. The near term, as price got up on Friday, could not get past these pivots here. And on Monday, came in a little bit. Today, same thing. So look for next resistance for the Australian dollar. It's going to be at 77.84, and then the top of this trend line of the parallel channel could also act as resistance should it continue to float to about 71 for handle. To the downside, I would look at this 72.44 for near-term support. Price has kind of pierced below it, but closed well above. But this has been knocked on a couple times now. So if this was break to the downside, there's this wide range green bar at 69,946. But overall, on a long-term basis, I'm looking at this price action for the dollar. Now this is a long-term trend line from the April 09 low, getting price action. That's 1, 2, and a third hit. So should price come back here and fall about 0.8 or 1%, look for this long-term trend line to continue to push the Australian dollar up. Looking at the euro next, kind of making it had a sharp move up and kind of some sideways consolidation. It's kind of in spirit of bull flag, but for bull flags, I really like to have a more flat top, kind of like this, or a slightly down sloping with after a sharp move, where this one is more upsloping going into that resistance. Just so you guys kind of know the criteria that I'm looking for when it comes to that. And that kind of same goes for the dollar, as we had a kind of a sharp down move. And I know these are on the same day, but as if you're looking for a bear flag, you want that sharp down move, and then you want kind of a flat to slightly upsloping trend line, and then price to kind of roll over to the downside. But as you see here, is already down sloping and trying to test support. So just want to throw that quick educational in there regarding the flags, just so I don't kind of skim over those patterns. I do notice them. Anyways, regarding the euro, trying to push back up, and I have this short-term resistance trend line from this 15th July pivot with 3-4 hits, and price yesterday tried to push above but got knocked down by this resistance trend line. So a stronger, more long-term trend line from this high pivot from January 29th perfectly getting these wicks right through here. Price wick through yesterday, or excuse me, on Friday, but closed well below both trend lines. Whereas Monday's price action got halted by this trend line here. It is packing on it and knocking on it though. So we'll see tomorrow if these two resistance trend lines get another test. This one bound to break sooner than later. This one just got one test, and that was the last test since May 12th. So when you test these long-term trend lines, you want to test them quicker, and they start to get weaker. If these two can break, look for this resistance level here at 1.15946 as some next near-term resistance for the euro. To the downside, there's going to be some support at 1.15030 here from this low pivot, and then from this top pivot here at 1.14807, another touch here. Some two key support levels to the downside for the euro. The last one, guys, we're going to cover for today is the British pound. I think having the best price action so far, although today kind of flat, but today price moved sharply up, or this past couple weeks. Same thing, kind of that in that upsloping bear flag pattern. Look for price action, but it knocked on this long-term trend line here, hit that 4 times within a week and got through that level, confirmed. And now this next trend line from this pivot from January 27th, right through this price action, price has gone, if we zoom in, the past 2 days, price is trying to confirm above it, but keeps wicking below. So look for a confirmation past these trend lines for the British pound. For resistance, the next one it's going to have to take out is this level here at 135,582. This large green bar candle here, that is the next major resistance for the pound. For support to the downside, I have this low pivot here from June 24th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Right here, I even think this strengthens the trend line as price went below it, price tried to get above it, and then reclaimed it, not confirming. So look for this as a support. If the pound were to flush, this trend line will also be a support. And then should it come to 134 as this dynamic, this will also be support in these areas. So good to see for the pound. All right, guys. Thank you guys for checking out my video today. I got another commodities video coming tomorrow. Should be a little more action. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch your video with me today. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and happy trading. Take care. See you guys.